the next month or so, nothing else matters. This is simply the tournament in world football. It has been a long 4 years, but we're finally here. The race for the big prize begins now. So many dreams, so many hopes, so many aspirations, but there can only be one winner. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Paraguay braced for their anthem. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. The United States looking for a fast start to get things done early here.
Yeah, and it's obvious, Peter, you don't want to be playing catch-up after the opening group game. So we can expect this to be highly competitive. 3 points here and the feel-good factor of eventual progression kicks in. It's a great foundation to tackle the rest of the group games.
The way. Robinson. Pulisic. Pulisic. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Ball is over the line. And it's Musa. Robinson. Nice physical challenge. And here's the chance to counter. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's managed to get free. Musa. Pulisic. Robinson. Pulisic. McKennie. Pulisic. McKennie. And here's Pulisic. McKennie. Musa. Oh, shooting chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Clubbed away. Clearly not happy with that. Musa. Richards. Carter Vickers. McKennie. Musa. McKennie. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Musa. And the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. he goes! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Richards really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Moved on forwards. This interception, his positioning was spot on. McKennie. Musa. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Almiron. Incoming tilts up. Mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
And it's played forward. Aim forwards. Where? Musa. Richards. And here's Almiron. Richards. Musa. Richards. Carter Vickers. McKennie. That's really well manoeuvred. That'll be a throw-in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Musa. Carter Vickers. Richards. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Almiron was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Pulisic. Robinson. And here's Pulisic. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Out to the left it goes. Pulisic. And it's hoisted clear. Musa. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy.
Shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Where chips it through. Can he finish? Goal! The United States! The breakthrough strike! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
The United States gain their reward with an early goal. Nicely intercepted. Musa. Ball's gone out of play. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's played forward. And it's where? Aim forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's where? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Robinson, gently done. Pulisic looking for a runner. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now that's well seen too. The United States making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
Robinson. And here's Pulisic. McKennie. Now who's going to be first to this? Moved on forwards. Carter Vickers. The United States are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. That has been cut short. Alderete. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's McKennie. Robinson. And here's Pulisic. Pulisic spread out to the left. And here's McKennie. And here's Pulisic. That's very neat. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's McKennie. McKennie. It's gone out for a throw-in. Musa. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Richards shifted upfield. And it's McKennie. Now it's Pulisic. Searching pass he's played there. It's a corner. Robinson with the short one. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. They've played it short. McKennie gets his head on it! And they've got rid. McKennie. McKennie goes on a charge down the left. Clears it away. Robinson. Chance! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
We all love a tryer, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Forward it goes. Chance here to counter. Time and again they are repelled. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It's a throw-in. Over to the left. He's on it, can he get... And a chance! And he hits the net! And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That's a good run down the left. Richards. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, can he get onto this? Pass just lacking in accuracy. McKennie. And it's been played through. Oh, he's in!
Almiron!
That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Ware. Robinson plays it short. Richards. Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Richards had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
Where? One there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
Carter Vickers. Aim forwards. He's onto it in a flash. And it's made its way to him.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Carter Vickers. And it's McKennie. And that could set him on his way. And he's onside. Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's played forward. Robinson.
Pulisic. Robinson. Musa.
Where?
Musa.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Goes for a shot! And yet another chance goes to waste.
The United States really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And he's there to clear it.
Pulisic. No, that is pretty much the end of that.
Almiron.
Now the delivery. A header!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Pulisic. Picks it up out wide. And back out it comes. They get a throw in. And here's Pulisic. Oh, good ball. Musa! Goal! The United States! And they've got their lead back. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. The United States go into the lead. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Carter Vickers.
Richards. Musa.
Moved on forwards.
Richards.
Where?
And it's Musa.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Musa.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Pulisic.
That's really well manoeuvred. And he's running through.
Played out wide.
Hit into the middle. Cleared away. Can he spark a counter here? Aim forwards. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows that.
And he welcomes it in.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Richards.
The United States heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And it's Ware. Ware has it out wide and in space. Pulisic, showing good feet. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. No foul, says the referee. Lobbed in behind. McKennie. Carter-Vickers. McKennie. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. McKennie. McKennie. Lovely bit of skill. Pulisic. Danger averted for now. Richards. Carter-Vickers. Played towards the other side. Now it's Ware. He's got space in the area. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Pulisic. Pulisic goes hurtling down that left-hand side. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Oh, it's come loose. Moved on forwards. Richards gets it away. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Aim forwards. Robinson makes the interception. McKennie. Musa. Musa chooses to go cross-field. Gets good distance on it. Now it's Almiron. He's in plenty of space here. Almiron. Oh, it's played into the area. Richards laid out to the left flank. That's the throw. Defending of the desperate variety. Carter-Vickers. McKennie. That's really well manoeuvred. And cuts out the supply. And he goes cross-field. And it's played forward. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Robinson.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Carter Vickers. Pulisic, now he's off and running. Aim forwards. Very nicely done. Aimed in towards the centre. Looks a header! It's in!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Well timed, excellent interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
The United States have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
That has been knocked clear. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Musa.
McKennie. It's run loose here. He has found a way through. Time to deliver.
Robinson.
Played back in. Defending of the desperate variety. Can he latch on to this? It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Moved on forwards. Proves too strong. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Does really well to win the ball there. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Pulisic is on a run down the left wing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. Richards.
Musa.
Carter Vickers. McKennie. That's really well manoeuvred.
Robinson. Pulisic. Musa.
McKennie.
Musa. And it's Musa.
And he's there to get it away. Referee's given a throw. Where? Climbs up big! He's got options in the box. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Cuts out the pass.
Robinson. Richards. Musa.
It'll be a throw-in. Alderete, that's been drilled forward. Turner claims it, and the danger passes. Aim forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Where? Cleared without complication. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Pulisic. That is a brilliant interception. Now, what about a counter-attack? Richards gets over and intercepts. McKennie.
Robinson.
And here's Pulisic. Robinson. And here's Pulisic. Could move up a gear here. Quality ball. Played out to the right. McKennie wins the duel this time. It's been slipped through. And the counter is on. Pulisic. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Aim forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
That's an imaginative pass.
Robinson.
McKennie.
Richards.
Musa looking to add to his goal. Ware has created one goal already. And it's Ware. Musa played out towards the right wing. Gets into some space. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Looking here to chip it through. That's a throw. Played in. Oh, smashing header! Oh, taken with style! And the comeback is complete! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Richards. Moved on forwards. Almiron. Almiron going full steam down the flank. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Richards. And it's played forward. And that is not finding anyone. Almiron. Almiron. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Cleared away. Now it's Almiron. It's really well cleared. Almiron. Pulisic. Richards. Richards forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. Richards. McKennie. Aim forwards, and he cuts out the supply. Musa. Moved on forwards. Richards. Musa played over towards the opposite flank. And it's played forward. And it's Robinson. Robinson, and that's aimed into the middle. He is just caressing the ball. There are a few waiting for it. Clears it away. Gets it away. Have it back and can go again. Richards.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
That's a look and plays it forward. Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. McKennie. Pulisic. That'll be a throw. Aim forwards. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's McKennie. Robinson. Pulisic. Robinson. McKennie. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Robinson. Pulisic. McKennie. Pulisic. Richards. Musa. McKennie. Out to the left it goes. Now it's McKennie. McKennie. And here's Pulisic. And it's hoisted clear. Pulisic. It's a good foot in there. Goes down, but nothing given. Now then, the ball's come loose. Where? Musa. Great chance! Brilliantly cut out.
The United States really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Musa, gently done. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pulisic. And it's Robinson. Now it's McKennie. Lovely feet. Can he deliver? Musa spread out to the left. That is lovely. So who's he picking out? Now it's Weir. Over to the left. Robinson. And that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Stop it going out. Deftly away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Weir. And that has been cleared. That's really well manoeuvred. Pulisic. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pulisic, big chance! Just off target.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Great defending, strong and determined. Robinson. Musa. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's played forward. And the pass is intercepted. McKennie. And it's McKennie. Now it's Pulisic. Oh, nice touch. Musa. Kenny. Musa. And he's there to clear it.
Oh, that's nice.
Crunching tackle.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Moved on forwards. Where?
Musa.
Where?
Musa. Robinson.
McKennie. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Spectacular save! Now it's Weir. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Out for a throw. And it's Weir. Played into the middle.
The United States really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pulisic. Musa. Musa.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Weir. Oh, some tackle that.
The United States really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Does really well to win the ball there.
And it's Musa.
It's a great ball. Left charge, surely! So close to drawing level.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Robinson.
Goes short. Richards. Out to the right. Crosses it in here. And it's hoisted clear. Plenty to aim at here. Well, what's he giving here? Well, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
It's McKennie. Robinson.
Oh, sweet feet. Shot a goal! Oh, that could cost them. It's an inviting looking ball that. Cuts out the pass. Richards forwards with intent. Oh, good spread. Ware with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Chooses to go back. Out towards the flank. Cross goes in there. Robinson getting this one clear.
Paraguay surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Musa. Hit into the middle. The United States could have here their final chance. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's in space and looking for options. And that was very necessary. And it's Ware. Musa. Ware in acres of space out wide. Richards. Musa. The United States have to get it into the box and quickly.
The United States really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Driven forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
The United States really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Musa. Musa! It is now or never. Time is against them. That's tidy. McKennie. McKennie!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, can he get onto this? That has been cut short. Pulisic. And that's a throw-in. Wins the duel this time. Pulisic.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Locks it out wide. And here's Pulisic. That's really well manoeuvred. And now the breakaway. He's shifting through the gears here. Back to the goalkeeper. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's beaten the last man. Alderete up towards the front line. Almiron. Aim forwards. And here's Almiron. He can get that clear. And that will be the final act. So this is already looking like a tough test, an anticlimactic end to a game which started with so much hope. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery. There's still plenty of points to turn things around, although I must add, much